The newest edition of the Chicago Blackhawks Central Hockey Podcast. I am Joe Vitali, and that is Skoks. Pretty light on the news here, being September 10th, but hockey is right around the corner. One signing to go over, that's Tyler Motte, former Blackhawk.
Yeah.
So he signs a one-year deal with $800,000 to Tampa Bay Lightning. And subsequently, Tampa Bay also terminated Josh Archibald's contract. So he signed a 2-year, $1.6 million contract, so $800,000 as well with the Tampa Bay Lightning. But according to Julien Brisebois, Josh's agent and Josh himself decided that he didn't need to play hockey. Doesn't want to play hockey right now. So Julien Brisebois understood, terminated the contract, got his replacement, all in one foul swoop. So, yeah, man, Tyler Motte, just like a grindy bottom six guy.
Yeah.
Got some nice upside to him, some nice offensive upside to him. And I think I think anyone will work well on the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah. And he's staying in blue. I believe he was with the Canucks. Might have been last year or the year before, but I think he was with the Senators.
I think he went from the Rangers to the Senators.
Right. And
back
then
to the Rangers even.
Yep. Yeah. I think you're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
staying in blue. Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool. Interesting career path that he's taken. But hey, good for him. He's still playing pro puck.
Yep.
And
definitely.
No taxes in Florida and good weather. So good for him. Andrew Ladd, former Blackhawk. You remember him from the 2010 Stanley Cup champion team, announced his retirement after 1,001 games, 16 seasons. Last time he played was 21-22 with the Arizona Coyotes. Tore his ACL.
Wow.
While he was with the Islanders and just riddled with injuries and couldn't continue playing. So 37 years old in the 09-10 season. He played all 82 games for the Chicago Blackhawks with 38 points. In the playoffs, when they won the Cup, he played 3 games and had 3 points. So
really
average like 11 minutes, 10 seconds on ice.
Yeah.
So he was, bottom six guy, winning face-offs, getting into the corner, getting the shovel out, getting that puck, and going on from there.
Yeah.
So congratulations to 1,001 games.
Wow.
Andrew Ladd.
Yeah, I definitely remember him more with the Wrigley Field Winter Classic, right? Just walking out, then I don't know, it's just a distinct jersey, number 16. Andrew Ladd, cool player. All around that time, he's like 6'3" too, so yeah, just riddled with injuries later on, just like at that size.
Played that hard-nosed game to get in the corners and stuff, so just took a toll on his body.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup champion with the Carolina Hurricanes.
Right.
And then that's why he was gotten by the Blackhawks for that, veteran winning presence.
Right.
So, and they all worked out because they won.
Yeah, definitely. Not bad.
And other retirements, this time a jersey retirement for number 7, Chris Chelios. Yeah, man, great player.
Yeah.
He's going to was actually at the Pearl Jam show at the United Center where Eddie Vedder, Chris Chelios and Eddie Vedder, I guess, are really good buddies. And so Eddie Vedder, he, pulled the wool over Chris Chelios' eyes, played stupid. And, Chris Chelios says that he thought it was going to be a Rocky Wirtz, not looking. I'm not getting the word right now, but
like a tribute.
A tribute. You got it. That's the one. That's what I was looking for.
Right.
So I thought it was going to be a Rocky Wirtz tribute, and then he's like, "No, by the way, you're getting your jersey retired.
Yeah.
In the United Center, up in the rafters." So he's going to be joining. So he's going to be the 9th player. So he's joining 8 other players to have their jersey retired by the Blackhawks. So that's Glenn Hall, number 1, Pierre Palat, number 3, Keith Magnuson, number 3, Bobby Hull, number 9, Dennis Savard, number 18, Stan Mikita, number 21, Tony Esposito, number 35, and Marian Hossa's number 81. So now it's going to be number 7, Chris Chelios. And they've released some rules for future jersey retirements.
Yep.
So the player must be retired for at least 3 years, which doesn't include long-term injured reserve. Minimum of 8 years and 500 games played with the Blackhawks for skaters, 400 games played with the team for goaltenders. Hockey Hall of Famer or has played at least 1,000 games, 700 for a goaltender. Additional consideration will be given to members of the Stanley Cup winning teams with the Blackhawks, along with the entire body of work by a player to the organization, which includes time as a broadcaster and ambassador. In addition, the Blackhawks have set the precedent that the same number can be retired twice. It doesn't necessarily have to be done at the same time. So, I just told you about Magnuson and Palat. So now it's going to be like Chelios and Seabrook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be great, definitely.
Yeah, and then probably Keith will probably get up there.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
Plenty of other guys.
Yeah, Belfort, Crawford. There's an argument there, right? Hawks
For
Legends,
sure.
really, truly, yeah.
Definitely.
And really quick on the Chelios. The date for the retirement is on, let's see here, February 25th. So next year, 2024, versus Detroit.
Versus the Red Wings, his other team.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I love Shelly.
Yeah.
Great player, great career. It's funny, my neighbor growing up, his mom actually babysat Chris Chelios.
Right. Yeah.
So one time there's a Hawks alumni versus a Wolves alumni game at the UC, and there's like a party afterwards, and so my buddy's dad was there, and so he's like, "Oh, I just, Chris Chelios is a family friend. I just wanted to say hi to him." So they went in, got Chris Chelios. He came out and was like, "Oh, Mike, what's going on? How you doing?" He's like, "Oh, Chris, just wanted to say hi."
Yeah.
And he's like, great to see you. Good watching you. Have a great night. And he's like, "Oh yeah, man, you too."
Yeah.
And we just left. I was like, "Wow, Chris Chelios just first named my buddy's dad. This is so cool."
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So,
definitely a friendly guy too. Yeah.
In the rafters.
Yeah. Awesome.
Grease Lightning himself.
Yeah. The Greek.
Yeah. So, and then prospect news.
Yeah.
Nick Lardis. I don't know if we went over this on the last one, but OHL debut, preseason action, so take it with a grain of salt, but 1 goal, 2 assists. All even strength points, +3, 10 shots on goal.
That's big.
Is involved. Plain and simple. He is involved.
Yeah. I imagine that he's probably on a top 6 roll. Even last year, while he was popping off, but being in top 6, possibly line 1, I'm not sure where he's placed, but that's awesome. And I believe he is a left winger, but he does tend to play on the right side. Obviously, better for those far side snipes or one-timers. It's just a better angle, similar to like what Kaner did, because he was a lefty, but he was noted as a right winger. But he was so dominant on that right side because of the angles,
Yes.
Great stuff. Nick Lardis.
Yeah, here we go. September 8th, so this was 2 days ago, a rematch in Kitchener.
Yep.
Lardis, first line, left wing.
Nice.
Lardis, Shirk, O'Brien. So
nice.
Don't know much about the Brentford Bulldogs. But yeah, man, that's awesome. Good for them. And good for Lardis.
Yep.
And then more prospect news. The Minnesota Wild are hosting the Tom Kurvers Prospect Showcase at TRIA Rink in downtown Minneapolis, St. Paul. Or downtown St. Paul, I should say. And so that starts on the 15th, Friday. That's 7 p.m. Minnesota Wild versus St. Louis Blues. And then the 16th is the Blackhawks versus the Blues. And then on Sunday, this is 3 p.m., Wild and Blackhawks.
Yep. And that's the Sunday, you said?
That's Sunday, right. 3 p.m.
Yeah. So they're going to have practices starting Wednesday. And I'm not sure if that's starting here at like the Fifth Third, or if they're traveling there maybe Tuesday, like afternoon. They'll travel up there to St. Paul. And then I think practices start on that Wednesday. That's sick. That's sick. And we are just waiting for that prospect showcase roster, because I really don't know who's going to be there, Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. Okay. Wow. That's going to be really exciting. And then you said that this streaming, it'll be on Twitter?
I believe it's on the Minnesota Wild YouTube.
For sure.
So I think they have one set up for possibly Saturday, and I think Bedard is confirmed for at least one game. But hey, maybe he'll make it through 2 games. We'll see how far they want to push that.
Here it is. Yes, on the YouTube,
right?
The Minnesota Wild YouTube channel. So that is at MN Wild on YouTube. Yeah, they're gonna be broadcasting the Tom Kurvers Prospect Showcase.
Yep, definitely exciting. We will be tuned into that.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, this weekend is actually Riot Fest for me, so I probably won't be tuned in
riding.
Then, but that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Really, really looking forward to that.
Yep, good stuff.
Good old music festivals in the downtown city of Chicago. Yeah. And I think honestly, you got anything else, or
just something from Pierre LeBrun.
Right.
So it's not official yet, but the NHL trade deadline will be on Friday, March 8th. It's still not confirmed, but that's what he put out there. And hey, I take what LeBron puts out there,
respectable, reputable source.
Definitely.
Right there.
Yeah. He's definitely a legit source, and 500,000 views. I don't think that's, just some randomness, but March 8th, we'll see if, something happens. We're unloading a few guys, some vets. We'll definitely be taking a look at that. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Maybe a Nick Foligno, maybe a Corey Perry. I don't know. Even if you're, retaining 50%, you're still looking at $2.5 million. And for those types of players, it's not really going to work out. So, we'll see what the Hawks are going to do. Maybe unfortunately, a guy like Connor Murphy goes or something. It would be really unfortunate to see that happen. But
such a great leader.
Yeah, great leader. Not just two-way guy.
Yeah.
And I think he just really cares about his teammates and whatnot. So I like the way he plays the game.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of the longer tenured Blackhawks. So
and it's only been 4 to 5 years now, maybe 4 years. Yeah. So he's been around a little now. I've always liked Connor Murphy, even when we brought him in from Arizona, right? For Schmaltz, we sent out there, but Connor Murphy's worked out well. Veteran presence, like you said, great teammate, assistant captain, great stuff. Connor, just great. A lot of Connors, lots of
Connors.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like Taylor Hall. He's got 2 years, and if you you retains 50%, $3 million for Taylor Hall.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
I mean, you're probably not gonna actively shop him,
Right.
But like if someone's like, hey, you want like a couple like first round pick and a high prospect?
That's a pretty
Taylor,
great
thanks
price.
for your service.
Yeah. We'll definitely see how they click.
Exactly
on line one, and hopefully it does work out well.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, and I think it will. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And so I think that's going to wrap this episode here of Chicago Blackhawks Central Hockey Podcast, though. Short one for you for once. Thanks for listening and watching. I'm Joe Vitali. That's Skoks. Go Hawks.
Let's go Hawks.